I did notice that this album was dedicated to the late, great Carrie Fisher. You know, she was one of our most candid stars ever. I'm wondering if her memory also helped you in any way think, you know, she shared so much in her memoir, so much in her interviews about her own struggles.
Yeah, well, it's called Once Upon a Mind because I think she would have liked that as a title. She helped me name my first album, Back to Bedlam. They're both about the story of what goes on in your mind, the loneliness that we all feel in our minds. On the disc, on the vinyl, and on the CD disc is the pill that she's actually buried in herself. And I have the only existing copy out where I live in Ibiza. And on the CD it says 25 milligrams of James Blunt, but to me it'll all be 25 milligrams of Carrie Fisher.
Beautiful. You recorded that first album at her house. I wonder, how did you guys actually become friends originally?
Actually, I recorded all of them at her house.
Every single one?
Yeah, every
Amazing.
time when I've lived in America, I live with her, and in her amazing creative house. I bumped into her. I was introduced in a restaurant in London. She asked me what I did. I said, I'm in the army, but I'm leaving. I've got a record deal. I'm going to America, to Los Angeles. She said, well, where are you going to live? And I said, I don't know yet. And she said, well, then you're going to live with me.
And you said yes.
And I said, well, hell yeah, that will do. And she became a very close friend and a remarkable woman.
I read recently that you went back to that house to visit it, maybe visit her memory. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it was a strange one. I was obviously not living in her house anymore, so it was in a hotel that I normally put my band in, and there were like stains on the floor that I remember making 10 years before. And then I was driving to the studio and I thought, I should do a little pilgrimage and I'll go to the house. And I turned right and I got to the gate and I put my hand on the gate and I started crying. I said, God, Carrie, I miss you so much. And as it was saying this 3-star map vans that take tourists around Hollywood to take them to where the celebrities live. 3-star map vans pulled up beside me as well as I was crying on the gate. And I could hear the tannoy saying, and on your left, you'll see the late, great Carrie Fisher's house. And as you can see, some fans are still deeply moved by her passing. And that was me, hoping no one would recognize me.
Well, it is true. You are a big fan and also a great friend. That's so funny. When you see the Star Wars and you see her recreated in CGI, as a fan, it's been wonderful for so many people to just get like one last peek and to see her move again. What's it been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I find watching the movies quite sad, but at the same time, I feel a massive celebration that she always laughed. I'm the guy who sang that song. That's what you know me for. And she is the woman that you know as Princess Leia. And she always laughed about that too. And for me to see her back on the big screen in the role that made her in the first place, she's back in and celebrated in the way that she would love. Beautiful.